Hi, I'm Stacy and welcome to the Retro Time Machine. Today I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free shortbread cookies.
I wanted to add a pop of color to these tea cookies, so I inserted real pansy flowers into the jam. I was able to get this plant from the clearance section, and with a little bit of TLC and a lot of water, she pops back up with some beautiful flowers for cooking. By substituting butter with coconut oil, you can make these cookies vegan, but you will need jam, almond flour, salt, tangerines, vanilla, and honey or agave. To clean and prep your pansies for pressing, you're going to remove as much greenery as possible, gently snipping away or ripping at the little green areas and snipping off that stem, but make sure not to cut too deep. If you get a little too aggressive with your cutting, the whole flower will just fall apart. Place your flowers face down on wax or parchment paper, cover with both sides, and add some really heavy books. You're going to want to press the flowers for at least 4 hours or so. While you're waiting, you can go ahead and zest your tangerines. For this recipe, you will need 1 1/4 cup almond flour, to the almond flour, add your zest and 3 tablespoons of butter or coconut oil, along with a dash of salt. Half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 delicious tablespoon of honey or agave. I recommend local honey for that perfect flower flavor. Depending on the size of the cookies you want to make, you can use about 1 tablespoon of dough. I'm doing slightly larger because our flowers are slightly larger and I want them to fit inside the basin I'm going to be creating. So I'm just using the back side of my spoon to create a little valley in which the jam and flour will set. Just rock it back and forth and make sure to kind of pinch and secure around the edges. That way your cookie has a stronger base. I absolutely adore these cookies. If you like soft cookies versus crunchy cookies, these will be totally up your alley. They are just moist and delicate and chewy, and they stay that way. I love these so much. Because I'm using my homemade red bud jam, which is a very clear jam, I'm going ahead and laying down the pansies first after they've been pressed. I think that this just allows the jam to coat the flour and preserve it for shelf life. It also makes it look like it's almost trapped in amber or something magical like that. I'm just patting them in, making sure they fit into the space perfectly. Now I'm just taking that beautiful jam and spooning it over these flowers. I really want to make sure that there's enough to fill that space, but it's not overflowing. Also, I'm going to go in with a small detail brush and span that jelly out so that way it covers the flowers. Anything that is not covered will kind of dry out and shrink in size once it's in the oven. So this is just a great way to preserve your flowers for the cooking process. I cook these at about 325 for around 15 minutes, but I always check to make sure. These are ones that you can do if you're using a darker colored jam or jelly or something that has seeds. You can always lay the flowers on the top right after you pull the cookies out from baking. I personally love how these turn out under that bite of jam. I think they are a showstopper for any tea party or special spring event. These are quite the showstopper also, but they definitely need to be consumed quick because that shelf life of the flour won't last very long with that protective coating. All right, guys, have a great one and God bless.